Hey everybody. Lately there's been a great deal of talk about the founding of and the expansion of the communist parties in both the United States and in Canada. To say that I was astounded by this would be an understatement. I have been a student of the Soviet Union in the study of it since its collapse in 1991. And I've studied many things. I've read countless documents on how things were under the Soviet rule and how things were under Lenin, then Stalin, and so on and so forth. And I am completely in shock by this, by the fact that do the people who are, yay, let's be communist, do they really have any idea what would be in store for them if they became a communist nation? Yes, on paper, I know how it looks. I've read the writings of Marx, Lenin, Trotsky. On paper, it's a pretty good argument. Everyone works together, everything's great, everyone moves forward into peace and prosperity. But in practice, it's never gone anything close to that. To give an example of this, people think of the handful of things they might gain under a communist government. Let's look at the things you would lose almost instantly. And I'm not just talking freedom of speech. Looking at the video of many of the people in those crowds, you're dressed pretty nice, pretty decently. Do you realize that under a communist state, you would lose access to all of that? All of your clothing, all of your merchandise would be through the state. You could not go on Amazon anymore to buy the things you need. Ladies, you would not be able to go to Victoria's Secret to get your personal items. Everything will be done cookie cutter through a manufacturing plant somewhere in another part of the country, and you would have no say in any of that. You would lose all of your consumer goods. Most of them would be gone, or else the quality would go down so badly it would hardly be worth it. Same would also go with the quality of your food. Yeah, there'd be food available. However, the best food would always be for those in the top of the Communist Party. The lower people got what was left. Also, another thing is, how do you feel about standing in line for hours at a time every single day to get basic necessities? Hours in line, regardless of the weather, to get your bread, which, by the way it was manufactured, would no longer be the nice, yummy stuff you get at your local bakery, but you would be getting stuff that has the dexterity of cardboard. Think about that when we're saying, yay, communism. So I get the whole idea. Yeah, the idea in general it's a great idea. Everyone's taken care of, everyone's provided for. But think about the fact that you would not have the same quality of life you enjoy in Canada and the United States now if you got your wish and you became communist. You would not. Your standard of living would go down a lot. Are you really willing to give up all of your home comforts for the sake of an ideology? Think about that. Those people who had the comforts and so forth in the Soviet Union were quickly labeled as kulaks and marked as enemies of the state, marked as counter-revolutionaries, and were targeted. And were some of the first people sent to the gulags in Siberia. Somebody we're going to start setting up gulags in the Rocky Mountains, set up our own version of it, for those who deem themselves too high and mighty to be one of the regular lower working class people. Just think about that. Think of the bigger picture of what it is you're asking for. Because if this nation and or Canada becomes communist, you're going to see a major upturning of your individual lives. I guarantee it. You will not be singing, whoa, this is a great idea. You'll be looking around saying, what in the hell just happened? What did we wish for? This is not what we signed up for. And I say, too bad. You're now part of a system that you put in place. So please think about that when you're chanting for communism. So there you go.